Hi, this is Sarah from Align with Sarah. If you are having trouble manifesting, creating that dream, making it come true, finding that dream on the end of the rainbow, then I want to talk to you because there are three things that I think are not talked about enough. I think there's endless amounts of videos out here on YouTube and self-help books and all kinds of programs that convince you that it's so easy. And I feel like sometimes that can add to the frustration. Can it be easy? Absolutely. Can it feel very difficult? Absolutely. So I want to talk about three things that might shed some light on why that manifestation is not happening, that success that you're looking for, why it feels so elusive, and things that you can do to remedy those three things. The first one I want to talk about, I feel like all three of these can fall into this category, but paying attention to the small things. So there is that advice of, you want to be wealthy, well then like live like that wealthy person. You want that car, well then like, you know, imagine yourself driving the car, go test drive the car, talk to people that have the car, really move forward into that place where you want to be. Sometimes we could be focused on more of what we don't want than what we do want. Sometimes it's very hard to imagine what's on that other side of, you know, I don't want the financial struggle. I don't want the stressful relationships at work. I don't want whatever. Finding recognizing that you're focusing on the I don't want is a piece of gold itself, but using that information is really where this launching forward takes place, where you know what you don't want. So define what the opposite of that is. Define who you might know that has that success, that dream that has made it in that career. Find those examples and you can learn a lot from them. Do you have a strong opinion that might be negative about those people? Um, how do you associate with them as far as imagining yourself having a conversation with them, imagining yourself um, sitting back and talking about all the successes that have come about in the last couple years and letting go of that struggle that was in the years past before that shift, having that conversation of success with that person, whether they're ancient culture person or today's celebrity or the person that lives on the other side of town, but connecting with that and finding out more about them. What is their day like? Do you believe in their day? Do they swear by sleeping until noon so that you have a fresh start and you um, have the things you need? Or do they believe that you need to wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what and sit in front of a computer and um, type out or write out 500 words or more every single day and not move until that happens? So whatever those deals are that make up their day, that have contributed to their success, it is so valuable to incorporate those small things into your own practice. Do they swear by waking up at 5 a.m. and you're more on board with the noon? Take that away. Try the 5 a.m. Be committed to the 5 a.m. for a month, for 3 months. Incorporate the small things. Do they exercise in the morning? Do they Have a goal for drinking water? Do they get up and move every hour? Do they enjoy exercise 3 times a day, once a week? Little small things that help put you on a path of believing in that success, believing that you can be that person, believing that you can manifest that energy flow that they have been able to connect to. So the small things, big things are important too, for sure. Go test drive that car, go do whatever you need to do with those big things, but do not underestimate the small things if the big things aren't getting you where you want to be. The number two thing I want to mention is, there's never ending amounts of resources out there about affirmations. And I think the part that is not talked about is that you're already overwhelmed with affirmations right now. And those affirmations are the things that are keeping you in the place where you're at right now, keeping you from manifesting. Because we might say 3 times in the morning, 3 times at noon, and 3 times in the evening that, I can be a financial success. I can have a positive relationship. I can have that fancy car. I'm going to have that fancy car. No matter how we say it or what we say, we can quantify that as, nine times, morning, noon, and night. We've said this 3 times, 5 times, but there are thousands of thoughts that go through your mind every hour of the day. And if we break that down into our morning being 6 hours, and we have these 3 or 5 affirmations about success, we have tens of thousands of affirmations about the unsuccess, about the belief in what's keeping us stuck. The third thing I want to talk about is separating from the outcomes. Your success is in the task. Your success is in showing up. Your success is getting out of bed at 5 a.m. Having that tied to the experience of, well, I did that. Now you owe me something, universe. That is more of a challenge and more of a congestion to that energy than that cycle within of, I showed up. That was hard. I did it anyway. I'm going to do it again. I'm committed for 1 month. Internalizing that, creating motivation from that experience into you and having it be for you. Again, creating that motivation. So the 3 things, just to recap, are going to be paying attention to the small things, number one. Number two, the reality check of affirmations of how many are already going on versus how much you're pushing back into what it is and where you want to go. And number three, separating from the outcomes and making sure that your task, your completion, your success, micro or macro, small or big, is there for you, for the motivation of you, not for this IOU that you're handing to the universe or some other consciousness, some other higher power that you believe in that's going to deliver that dream to you. So I hope this helps. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you again real soon.